Now, let me say in the onset of this, I'm about to answer this question in a way that actually I just don't like to hear this answer. But in this case, I think it is the only answer we can give, and that is very simply stated. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification to become part of the Transplant Helper community. Hey folks, welcome to Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle, and today we're going to be discussing what I believe to be another very important topic. I know I always say that, but anyway, I believe this to be another very important topic because it is one of those topics that I get asked questions about all the time, whether it's someone commenting beneath the video, sending me an email at jim@thetransplanthelper.com, over on my Twitter page at transplant_help, or even more than that, over on some of these Facebook groups. I hear questions concerning this one area or topic all the time, and it has to do with basically what type of supplements, whether it's vitamin or herbal supplements, what type of essential oils or teas or brews can I actually take in my body and it help me without hurting me. Now, let me say in the onset of this, I'm about to answer this question in a way that actually I just don't like to hear this answer. But in this case, I think it is the only answer we can give, and that is very simply stated. You better ask your team about that. When it comes to taking vitamin supplements, herbal supplements, again, essential oils, teas, brews, whatever it is, your best advice, at least the best I'm willing to give you, is that you need to be asking your team about these things. Don't ever just jump in and start taking something or adding some sort of a supplement or anything to your daily regimen, the medications you already take, without consulting your team about that. And as a matter of fact, you need to not only be asking your doctors and your coordinators, I even would take it a step further, and that is when you get down to the pharmacy to pick up your medications, just ask the pharmacist. Use them for that free second opinion. Just ask the pharmacist, do you see anything wrong with me taking this or thus and so and adding this to my regimen? Just let a few different set of eyes, a few different set of opinions delve into this before you make a decision. Now, I'm not saying that basically in a whole that vitamins and supplements and essential oils and that sort of thing, again, those teas and brews, I'm not saying that they're necessarily going to harm you in every case. As a matter of fact, I don't really believe they will, because to be honest with you, I think in most cases, not all, but in most cases, let me tell you the truth about it, they don't actually do anything. In many cases, they don't actually do anything. So if it's more of a placebo type effect, that is, I think if I drink this shenanigan of a mix right here, if I ingest that, I'll wake up feeling better tomorrow and it'll lower my blood pressure and dual my diabetes and stuff. If it's just a placebo type of an effect, in general, it wouldn't hurt you because it's not doing anything. Maybe there are no active ingredients in it. Maybe there's really no official medicinal value to it, and so maybe it won't hurt you. And that would be the case if, and that's a big if you were just a regular person. How many of you can think back to your pre-transplant life? I don't know if you got to go back 6 months, 6 years, or whatever, but can think back to your pre-transplant life when pretty much if you had an ache or a pain or a feeling, you could walk into your local drugstore or go down to the grocery store, Walmart, or wherever you would buy this type of thing, delve around on the shelves, pull something down, go home, pop a pill, and just see if it works. How many of you remember that day? How many of you remember the day when if your neighbor recommended a supplement, a vitamin, or gave you some type of an essential oil to rub in a certain place, that was okay because it really wasn't going to cause a problem? Well, if you're post-transplant, that's all that would be to you, is a memory. Now, again, it's not that these things are necessarily harmful or hurtful. I'm not going to name any of those things by name today because, again, it's best to ask your team. But I will say this in general. It is always a bad idea in post-transplant life to start just taking something without consulting with your team first. And it's not, again, that they're going to hurt you within themselves. It's that they could throw off some of these other medications, particularly your anti-rejection drugs, that sort of thing, your antivirals, whatever you're still on. It can throw those med levels off and cause you a huge problem. So I'm just asking you to please be cautious. And I'm not saying that if I ever see this pop up again in my email or down below the video or on Facebook, that I'm going to be aggravated by it. I'm just saying that in this case, the safest answer is certainly ask your team. Okay, now maybe this video hadn't appealed to you, but that's okay, because if you look here in the corners right beside me, you'll see other video options. You're already on YouTube. You might as well check them out. While you're there, go ahead and hit the big subscribe button. It'll be that round circle that's somewhere right in here. Hit that. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and even hit the bell notification. You'll be notified each and every time I put out new content, which I hope will help to advocate, educate, and motivate you as a transplant patient. And until next time, stay stronger, friends.